Hello, and welcome to my talk on growth mindset and resilience. I'm going to be using slides today because that's how I prefer to learn. I prefer to learn by looking and listening. So hopefully I'm going to be reaching out to many of you today. So as I say, welcome to my talk on developing a growth mindset and increasing resilience and awareness in your career, business, and life. Now, it's crazy to think that we make decisions in our life based on something we believed to be true when we were a child, but it's true. 80% of the beliefs that we hold today, we shaped in our lives before we were 6 years old. Things like decisions around money, our careers, driving a car. Everything we do is based on our beliefs and our values. And it's how we developed those beliefs that is really crucial and something we're going to explore today. So who am I? So my name is Wendi Mclean. I'm a mindset and motivation coach. Became a coach in 2006 after deciding that I wanted to be the best mum I could. So by having coaching skills, I could give my children the tools they needed to get through this life. What I hadn't anticipated, one, how it was going to change me, but two, how powerful it was within a working environment. So I used these skills in my corporate career right up until 2019 when I opened up my own practice. Now, I specialize in what I call BAMs, which are beliefs, behaviors, attitude, and motivators, because for me, they are intrinsically linked. And I hope you're going to enjoy this talk today. So we're going to be looking at explaining how our mindsets are developed. We're going to be looking at some of the beliefs we choose to accept, explore the ability we have to change and where to start to make those changes that we so want. Now, when we have beliefs that give us power, we have both a growth mindset and the resilience to face any adverse situations. Our mindset, because often I'm asked what a mindset is, it's an accumulation of our beliefs. And as we all have different beliefs, it means that we all have unique mindsets because we use our beliefs to make decisions, to know how to feel, how to react. Now, let's say, for example, a friend or a client you reach out to and make that call, but they don't return your call. How does that make you feel? Now, based on your beliefs, will create those feelings within you. So you may feel that, okay, so they haven't called me back, so that means I'm not good enough. You may believe they haven't called you back because they quite frankly haven't got the time to do so. Or perhaps they didn't see it or receive that call as you thought they did. So your beliefs will affect your reaction to this type of situation, as in any situation. So this is why beliefs are so important and so key to the mindsets. Our beliefs are created before the age of 6, because that's when our conscious, i.e. critical faculty, starts to develop in a child. The critical faculty acts as like a filter between the rational and emotional parts of our brain, namely our conscious and unconscious parts. Now, before this age, we accept everything we're told to be true. There is no right or wrong because we have nothing to compare it to. So at this stage, if you were told about the tooth fairy, there'd be no reason for you to believe there isn't such a thing. The same with Father Christmas. We lie to our children all the time. We tell them there's Father Christmas and he's going to come down the chimney, even though we don't have a chimney. We tell them, if you say to a young child there's a purple monster in the hallway, and they'll run out there and go and get some sweets and come back and tell you that the monster's not there. But they've gone looking and they'll be pretty disappointed that monster's not there. Again, they had no reason to believe a purple monster doesn't exist or the fact that they wouldn't have sweets. Now, it's during these first few years because our beliefs are created, because this is when children listen and learn, adopting the beliefs and behaviours along the way of those around them. Now, that could be family, could be friends, carers. Now, the reason being is because we want to belong. We want to be part of that tribe. We want to be do what they're doing. Now, some of these beliefs that we create at this point will serve us. They will drive us. They will give us the life we want. Others, they're going to just get in our way. Now, an example of this is, shh, be quiet. Have you ever heard that being said to someone, or maybe you had that said to you? And if you hear that being said on a regular basis, that could create a belief around, I've got nothing of value to say. And this could actually manifest itself into an adulthood, whereby you maybe don't feel comfortable saying what you really think and feel because you don't think it's important. Don't be stupid. How many times have we heard that? Maybe that belief will be, I'll never amount to anything. The thing is, hearing these statements repeatedly helps bed them in until they become our own, till we accept them. We affectionately call these inherited beliefs or inherited codes. But the thing is, when we start taking these beliefs on to be our own, we start to look for evidence to confirm these beliefs are true. So let's say, for example, you've been told or you believe you're stupid. What you will do is every time something happens that doesn't go right, you'll just think, oh, that's because I'm stupid. So let's take, you drop a cup, you smash it. Now, if I dropped a cup and smashed it, it was like, okay, that's another cup broken. But for somebody who has a belief around their ability or feel that they're stupid, they will see that as confirmation that they're stupid, that they can't do anything right. Now, one of the most common limiting beliefs is money. Money doesn't grow on trees, maybe something that you've heard, or maybe money's root of all evil. Maybe you heard money, only evil or bad people have money. And this could lead to a belief around, I'll never have enough money, or money's not great. So again, what could happen here is, even if you earned a lot of money, you may find you're someone who can't hold on to it, that seems to spend it, or as soon as it comes in, it goes out. This is potentially because if you believe money's not great, your unconscious mind doesn't want to hold on to it. Oh no, we don't want anything that's bad. We want to get rid of it. So as a consequence, you lose it. And it's really interesting because this is one of the key factors when I'm dealing with businesses, that when we explore money, they either don't want it or they don't feel it's important, which when you're growing a business, to be fair, whether you're money orientated or not, money does actually help you grow your business. So it's something to consider and see if there's something as a belief that you may have. Now, these inherited beliefs, most people run these inherited beliefs their entire life, and they will consistently re-embed them, look for evidence and so forth. But there are those that look for evidence to prove that they can change. There are those that through awareness want to move forward. Now, the great thing is you can change your beliefs. They do not define you. At any moment, in any time, you can change. Now, to build a growth mindset, we have to challenge the beliefs that are not giving us the life and business that we want. And this starts with our thoughts. Our thoughts are the catalyst for our actions. They are the instructions to our brain on how to feel and behave. Positive thoughts create a growth mindset and they increase resilience. Now, I just want to give you a demonstration now at how powerful our thoughts are, because it's our thoughts which affect our feelings, and our feelings which affect our action. They are linked. So I'd like to go through an example with you now so you can feel it for yourself. Now, I'd like you to think of something that makes your heart sing, something that makes you happy. That's right. I want you to close your eyes, maybe just go back to a time, or maybe recent or in the past, and as you're thinking of that thought, bring that memory back. Just notice how it's making you feel, how wonderful it is. Now, I suspect you've already got a wonderful thought there, but this time you've got a smile on your face. And that feels really great, right? So keeping your eyes closed now, I want you to hold on to that thought. I want you to try and create a frown on your face. I would like you to, as you hold on to that thought, create a frown on your face. You may find that you cannot, because the action is not congruent with your thoughts. Your thoughts are the overarching power. It's your thoughts that create your feelings, that create your actions. So if your thought is one of health, positivity, it will feed down through you and how you feel and what action you take. Now, we can create anything we desire through our thoughts. Humans have been blessed with the power to imagine the unseen, even the unreal. Moreover, we have also possessed the capacity to turn our imaginations into reality. You know, when we're faced with a time of hardship, we have choices. We can either fear what is ahead or have faith that all will be great. Both are about believing in something we can't see. I'm going to repeat that. Fear and faith are both options that are about believing in something we do not know is real or we can't see. We have a choice which one we choose. So you're going through a time that's challenging for you, because let's face it, in business, as we grow, it's not just a growth that takes us straight up, is it? No, it goes up, a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down. And having faith to know that we're in that growth period, we will move on. If you have fear, what's going to happen? You'll either give up, you walk away, all sorts of things can happen. So having faith is going to bring you into a much more positive way of thinking. Now, if you're one of those people who want to change your mindset and increase your resilience, then this is the slide for you. We have a powerful ability to help us create the lives that we want. Our imagination. Unfortunately, it's often stunted at a very early age. And this is through comments such as "stop daydreaming," or maybe when you come up with a really great idea, it's like, "Who do you think you are? That's crazy," or you think you're better than us, don't you? Things to make us shrink back and to lose that natural ability to create these wonderful things in our imagination. Now, this may sound a little bit woo-woo, because we're talking about business growth here, we're talking about resilience, we're talking about mindset. But I want you to think about the phone you have right now, that mobile phone, maybe the car that you drive, the home you live in, because all these things were once in someone's imagination. And because they believed in what that they felt about it, they brought it into the real world. That thought that they had a feeling which enabled them to take action. And so can you. Now, I'd like to demonstrate just how powerful your thoughts are and how they affect your actions. Because this is what I said to you about mindset. Mindset is about beliefs, and beliefs are about your thoughts. So this is why I want to demonstrate to you right now just how powerful your mind is. Because knowing that you can change and create anything by using your thoughts. Now, I'd like you now to hold your hand up, just in front of your hand, as if you've got half a lemon sitting in your palm of your hand. Okay? Now, imagine that lemon as it sits in your hand. I want you to feel the weight of that lemon. Maybe you've got beautiful Sicilian lemon, slightly heavier than most, aren't they? They just have such an amazing smell. Now, I want you to raise your hand, so it's just under your nose. And I want you to sort of start to squeeze it slightly, so you start to feel the uneven surface of the peel. That's right. And as you squeeze it gently, you start to break those membranes. You're releasing that wonderful citrusy smell. That's right. Just, oh gosh, fresh lemons are so amazing, aren't they? And they've just got that tart smell. It just reminds me always of summer. Now, as you take in the aroma of that lemon, just keep your hand there for a moment for me. Just bear with me. Just keep that hand there as you smell that lemon now. And when on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to put that lemon in your mouth. 1, 2, 3, go. Put your lemon in your mouth. Really, really chew it. That's right. Now, some of you will screwed up your face. Some of you was salivated. Now, you didn't have a lemon in your hand, did you? But what you did was you created that thought in your mind. You created that belief that that lemon was there, and therefore your body reacted accordingly. Can you see how quickly that happened? Just by you imagining that you had that lemon. We made it as real as we could, because obviously that's a lot about the thoughts. It's making them real. And because we did that, your body reacted. Now, this is a beautiful picture of a beautiful garden, isn't it? But how did this garden become about? Did it just happen? Or was it planned? Well, we know it's planned, right? That's planned. The right seeds were sown, the right paths were laid, the colour was coordinated, it was nurtured, it was watered, it was spoken to, it was encouraged, and daily weeded. Now, take this picture as your mind. To create a perfect mindset takes practice every day. And I repeat that, every day. You don't get a garden like this just by leaving it and then coming back to it now and again, because it'll just be so full of weeds that you just wouldn't know where to start. Because those weeds, in theory, are your negative thoughts. So if you think about it, if you look after your mind every day, you nurture it, you talk to it, you give it positive thoughts, any negative thoughts that come up, you pull them out straight away. But it needs to happen every day. You can't, it's not good enough just to think, oh, right, okay, I've got this mindset now, I'm going to go off and just use it. You need to nurture it. Now, you can do that in many, many different ways, which I'm not going to go into today, but you do manifesting, you can affirmations, you could do sort of getting into the energy of the day, all sorts of things. But it's worth considering how often you look after your own mindset. So the first step to any mindset change is awareness. Now, this is the easy part, becoming aware of what is not working. So if you're in a situation, you say something, you do something, or somebody says or does something to you, and it doesn't feel right, this is the time to start asking yourself these questions. What is it I want? What is it that's making me feel this way? What is specifically getting in your way? When a feeling, words, or action make you feel heavy, question why. Only when you become aware what is not congruent with you can you start to make the real changes. Now, I hope you enjoyed that small presentation. I've given you my website and my link tree here, because on my website I have free tests, handouts, and so on for you to help you with mindset work, goal setting. They're all free, so please help yourself. And if you'd like to know more about coaching or learning how motivational maps can impact your business and your life, then please reach out. I really do hope that this has been a benefit to you. And if you need to reach out to me, I'd love to hear from you. So thank you so much.